Here's a quick one about a young guy who could clearly see the writing on the wall that something was going on with his girlfriend when she was going on a girls' night out. She was at a club, and clearly things were going on, proving that she was either trying to monkey branch to somebody better, or something else was going on way worse. And this guy handles it accordingly by dumping her. And of course, that doesn't make him too popular with the Reddit community and the freaking girlfriend. And I've been going to go over here, guys, making the point that when there's smoke, there's fire. When something doesn't seem right, trust your gut. And how a lot of gals out there will get in a relationship with a guy, don't really care about him that much. He's more of a placeholder until they can find somebody better. Don't be that guy. Don't be that placeholder. Get rid of him. Titled, Am I Overreacting? My girlfriend gave her Instagram out at the VIP section during a girls' night out. Says here, I'm looking for an outside perspective because I'm too emotionally involved to tell if I'm being unreasonable or ignoring some real red flags. My girlfriend and I are official, but we've only been official for about 1 month. Okay, 1 month. It's nothing. Recently, she went out clubbing with a friend who was leaving the country the next day, understandable, and I wasn't feeling very well, so I just stayed home. Throughout the night, she was snapping, texting, and FaceTiming me, asking me to come out. But then around 2 o'clock in the morning, I didn't get any more snaps from her. I finally heard from her around 2:40 a.m., which I found quite odd since the bar closes at 2 a.m. When I talked to her, she was Ubering home and said she got invited to a VIP section at the bar. Here we go. The VIP section. And guess what? Usually the guys that book the VIP spots, whether it's in the bar, in the clubs, or the cabanas by the pool, aren't VIP. They just want to think they're VIP to get girls. I made nothing of it because I wanted to get the details the next morning. She told me that she and her friends were invited to a VIP section by a guy she described as awkward and weird and mentioned his nationality. Now, maybe it's possible just some dork who makes a lot of money booked it so he can get some girls because that's the only way he can get some hoo-ha by throwing money at them. Or they're saying awkward and weird to throw you off the track of a guy who's, someone they want. Based on just his first name and that detail, I was easily able to find his Instagram, and I saw that she had given him her Instagram username that night. So just by entering his name, and he was able to find him. So obviously his name was like some, trademark name that it was unique to who he was. Maybe some, I hate to say the word, but some jerk-off influencer or something like that. When I was searching on Instagram, she could tell on my face over FaceTime and said, "Oh, are you looking for his Instagram?" without her seeing my screen. Well, of course she could tell. She's not stupid. I then talked to her for like 24 hours, and she was spam calling me. I finally answered, and she said that the guy was offering her a job back in her home country, which she is going back to next month, and that one of her friends might have gone home with him, so they wanted to make sure she was safe. Yeah, I'm sure he's offering her a job out of the kindness of his heart. No, he's offering a job if she offers her freaking boobs and her ass and other parts of her for him. Yeah, he's just doing it for the kindness out of his heart because this girl's just so smart he met at the club. And oh yeah, one of her friends went home with him. What happened to the whole awkward and weird thing? Yeah, that's bullshit. But she even said that one of her friends said that she should not give out her Instagram because I would get mad, yet she continued to do so. Why is she giving out her information? Now people say, oh, well, social media, everybody's on there. Well, this is different. It's not like this is somebody she's been friends with for a while and you give your Instagram account to or something like that. This is different. Something's up. Am I overreacting to break up with her over this? No. Even if she did not have interest in the individual, allegedly, what will happen when she goes back to her home country halfway across the world? What happens when it's a guy that is not awkward and weird? Well, you have every right to break up with her. And by the way, if she's going back to her home country, why are you doing a relationship with her? Okay, that makes no sense. Long distance is a bad idea. Now he has an update here and says, I've concluded that this relationship was doomed regardless. She's moving halfway across the world in 1 month. I'm just going to have headaches like I am right now, and she is on another continent. I'll be getting coffee with her today to officially end our relationship. My peace of mind is paramount. Some work on myself is also important. I should have never been in this relationship in the first place. And he says, oh, and it's the first time I actually call a check my girlfriend, which makes sense. I don't know if I'm doing it what I'm doing. Live and you learn. So, good idea, dude. She's moving back to her home country anyway. You've been together a month. Why waste your time? You know, if she wasn't pulling this shady shit, and believe me, this is very questionable, then you can leave on good terms and say, hey, you know, it was a good time. If you're ever back here in my country, give me a call, give me a text, let me know in advance. We can get together and hang out if I'm not seeing anybody, something like that. But now with this, let her go. It's not worth it. There's a whole bunch of chicks in this country. You're going to be just fine. But I still think she was monkey branching. I don't know what was going on in that 40 minutes. Like the whole night, she's reaching out to him by Snapchat and text and everything. And some people can say, hey, she's being a good girlfriend, letting me know what's up. Then 40 minutes, radio silence. A lot can happen in 40 minutes. A lot can happen in 4 minutes. I'm sure somebody here is watching this has had relations in the bar bathroom or in the car behind the bar or the club at some point in your lives. Now some comments. Now the comments, I got two of them, two good ones. One from a girl giving him a hard time, and I'll have fun with that one, and somebody else giving reality. First one says here, this is from the girl. You stalked a stranger because of 40 minutes delay and have jumped all the way to breaking up despite the fact that she spent the whole night talking to you. After stalking that person, you found out that they follow each other on a public social media service, so you're clearly being cheated on, ? You actually believe that your girl somehow managed to get out of a club in December, find a ride, and hook up within 40 minutes. You might be really a bad sex partner, or you might be paranoid. Which would you prefer? Have to go home? It can happen in the club, in the bathroom, in the hallway, behind the freaking, come on here. You and the majority of the people replying here are sadly deluded by the, wait for it, manosphere BS. But for her sake, please break up with her. You're one weirdly insecure person, and she does not deserve such an obvious stalker shit. Stalking in front of her is the kind of thing judges don't appreciate. So I think it's safe to say this girl probably is a little biased here, and, hates guys like us, and probably has been under the microscope for her own actions. A lot can happen in 40 minutes. And her friend went home with this guy, so it's not unheard of that, things are going on. And the whole him offering her a job and disappearing for those 40 minutes. I mean, there's a lot of red flags here. But at the end of the day, also, she's moving away. It's not going to work. And last one, that now it goes to reality. This guy says not overreacting. She did you a favor, OP. It's only been a month, and she demonstrated that there is no threshold for her loyalty. All during the night at the club, she was messaging and FaceTiming you, but as soon as a potential better man came along with access to the VIP crap, shit went out the window. She was even using textbook, he's weird and awkward, to minimize the interaction and try to give him off of your radar. Surprised that she didn't tell you that he's gay as well for the trifecta. She knew what she was doing was wrong, and that's why she tried to downplay it. Exactly. And by the way, while I'm thinking about it, that girl was giving him a hard time because he was looking up on Instagram. Of course he'd look on Instagram. If the situation was reversed, and this dude came home, and there was weird shit going on, and his girlfriend said that he told his girl he was with another chick in the VIP section. You don't think your average girlfriend would be looking up that girl? Come on. This guy also says didn't she also say her friend might have gone home with him? ? It doesn't sound very weird and awkward to me. So he got your girlfriend's Instagram, but he went to go bang her friend. Does that make any sense to you? As for the job offer, yeah, I'm sure that's how any successful business locates efficient employees. It probably had nothing to do with an attractive girl all dolled up for the club with her body on display. Instagram guy could see that she was just busting with talent because I'm fairly certain she didn't whip out her resume under the strobe light. It's been only a month, so much as it might sting, it's better to find out who she is now before you waste any more time on her. Ask yourself if your trust in her is shaken. Is that honestly someone you want to gamble your life or building a future with? Block and move on. Exactly. There's too many red flags here. But then again, I've been doing this too long. I've been doing this long enough to recognize BS. But a lot of young guys would not. But his instincts told him something was wrong, and he followed it. And as for that girl giving him a hard time, well, there's lots of them out there. He needs to ignore them. But remember, notice two things that girl giving a hard time said. Insecure, always that one, and had to say manosphere. Because God forbid we share things that go on and tell guys to be careful out there. Anyhow, good for him.